Partygoers, welcome to the SCG. I'm here with my colleague in league, Rampaging-Roy Slaven, looking back over 90 years of ABC Sport. Let me say this right from the start. ABC Sport took it a week at a time. They never once in the whole 90 years had to go into the room of mirrors and have a good hard look at themselves. They were that good. But Roy, let's begin with a couple of highlights.
Yes, highlights. ABC was the first to take microphones and call a game and appeal to the theatre of the mind, to begin with, of course, with the synthetic call.
Yes, the synthetic call.
Where you just made it up. You knew what the score was, but you just made up the story. And that was brilliant. And the first to do that, I think, was the great Alan McGilvray.
Indeed.
Farms volley to Bradman. It's a short ball. Bradman moves back and pulls scarcely past square leg.
And the thing that McGilvray did, he made anyone who worked with him look good, even when they were hopeless. Lindsay Hassett.
Yeah, hopeless.
Hopeless.
Yeah,
but with Alan,
fantastic.
Came up wonderfully well. And we still see it today with the great Jim Maxwell, the voice of summer now. He made Kerry O'Keefe look good.
Yes,
he makes Ian Chappell look good,
yeah.
Which is not an easy thing to do, believe me.
Now then, of course, the great thing was the three-quarter view, which is not dissimilar to where we are sitting here.
Exactly right.
You saw one over.
Yes.
And then, of course, when they changed ends, the camera remained in the same position. It didn't go up the other end and scare you. It stayed exactly where you were. You knew exactly what it was.
Exactly. It was like being at the match.
That's right.
You just had that one view.
Of course, Roy, who can forget the Olympics on the ABC in 1956?
It was the greatest Olympics before Sydney. It was. And that lighting of the cauldron by Ron Clark, he'd never done it before.
No.
And what a shock it was when it exploded. Oh, what a shock. And it made local personalities, our sporting personalities, household figures. Dawn Fraser, Lorraine Crapp.
Yes.
You know, these were names we'd never heard of before, and suddenly we knew them like family members. And no one had thought to take a camera to the Olympic Games before. Everyone does it now. We think it's normal. It wasn't at the time. The ABC was there covering it.
But this opened up a whole other area.
Yes.
I never forget seeing judo for the first time.
Jack High. I knew nothing about bowls, but suddenly bowls was alive in your lounge room. And you could get involved. Bias, I'd never heard of bias.
No.
And there it was. You know, you could witness this, and the ABC again, right at the cutting edge, following the ball.
Is he going to set it? Yes. 2 shots.
You know?
Yeah, I know.
Unbelievable stuff. The other thing I would add, HG, is that the ABC has been the great pioneer for women's sport.
Trish Fallon off the glass up high. Unbelievable. The finish is finally there.
We wouldn't have Matildas. You wouldn't. We wouldn't have the Opals if it wasn't for the ABC.
The ABC pioneered, innovated, created all this stuff.
All that.
And what happened next?
Well, commercial interests bought it all, took it away, and made a nonsense of it. And I would add, HG, as a fact, that you would not have Seven's sizzling summer of tennis if it wasn't for the ABC.
No, that's true.
You wouldn't have Nine's wide world of sport if it wasn't for the ABC. The ABC is responsible for the success of sport, in particular, on every broadcaster in Australia. And it never gets acknowledged, but it is today. We know that. That's history, and that's a fact.
We haven't got time to go into it.
We haven't got time to go into it, no.
But all we can do at this moment is say, happy birthday, ABC Sport.
That's right. Happy birthday.